Welcome to the Saloon of San Angelo. Big blind is $16. Small blind is $8.
Fold.
I fold.
Fold, I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
I raise.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. Turn.
I'll check.
The river.
I raise. I'm doing pretty well.
The madam calls.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
Fold.
Check.
Player checks. The river. Raise.
Fold.
The gentleman wins. Player has left the table. The big blind is raised to $20. Small blind $10. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I check. I check.
I raise.
Fold.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. Turn. The gentleman calls. River.
I check.
The gentleman wins $368.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. Flop. Player checks. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
River.
I raise.
The gentleman calls.
I am the winner.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
Fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
I check.
Turn. Player checks.
I check.
I check.
Look out for me, man.
The gentleman wins $256.
I raise.
That's a lot to
Fold.
bet.
Oh, that's a lot to bet.
The gentleman calls.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. The flop.
I raise.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. Turn.
Check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $420. The big blind is raised to $30. The small blind is
Raise.
The lady calls.
I fold.
Raise.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. All in with $175. Turn.
I should have won. Man, I'm good.
This player is out of money. Has left the table.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
Fold. I fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Check. Fold.
Fold.
Turn.
Check.
I check.
I fold.
I fold.
The river. This player is out of money. Has left the table. A new player has joined the table. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
Fold.
I fold.
Check.
Check.
I raise.
Fold.
Fold.
I got you.
The big blind is raised to $25.
Fold.
Raise. I fold.
I fold.
I raise.
Fold.
I win.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
Oh, wow. I'm shaking.
Fold.
Check.
The flop.
I raise.
Fold. I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
River.
I check.
The gentleman wins $776. The madam calls.
I raise.
I fold.
The flop.
That's a lot to bet. Raise.
I fold.
Fold.
Raise.
Fold.
All in $876. The miss wins $2,000. Player has left the table.
Fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Check. That's a lot to bet. Check.
The gentleman calls. All in with $271. Split pot. The big blind is raised to $150. The gentleman calls.
Fold.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. Flop.
Check.
All in with $234. The gentleman calls. The river.
Ooh, I knew I was good.
Player has left the table.
Fold.
The miss calls.
I check.
Flop. The gentleman calls. River. All in with $530. The gentleman wins $1,160. A new player has joined the table.
Fold.
Fold.
I raise.
Fold.
I raise.
The flop.
Check.
Check.
I check.
I fold.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $2,580.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
Raise.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. Flop.
I check.
I check.
I check.
I fold.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I raise.
This
The gentleman
player
wins.
has left the table. The big blind is raised to $170. The small blind is $5.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Fold.
I raise.
All in with $514. Turn.
I'm the winner.
I fold.
The gentleman calls.
I raise.
All in with $240. Flop.
I check. I fold. Fold.
Fold.
I fold.
Fold.
I fold.
All in $1,864.
I fold.
Raise.
Fold.
Flop.
Woohoo! I'm shaking.
Turn. All in with $1,190. The miss wins $836. The big blind is raised to $200. The small blind is $100.
I fold. Fold.
The madam calls.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
The gentleman wins $3,080.
I fold.
Raise.
I fold.
I fold.
I fold.
I check. Fold.
The gentleman wins $1,762.
I fold.
I fold.
Fold.
I raise.
All in with $615.
I got you.
This player is out of money. Has left the table. The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls.
Oh, that's a lot
Check,
to
I
bet.
I check.
I raise.
Fold.
The gentleman calls.
Turn. I check.
All in with $915.
I win.
The big blind is raised to $200.
I fold.
I raise.
The flop.
I raise.
Turn. The river.
Man, I'm good.
This player is out of money. Has left the table. The lady calls. The gentleman calls.
I fold.
I check.
Flop.
I fold.
Sorry, I won.
I fold.
I raise.
Oh, that's a lot to bet.
Turn.
I check.
Check.
I'm doing pretty well.
The winner takes $3,422.
I fold.
Player checks. The flop.
I check.
Player checks.
Check.
Fold.
River.
I raise. I win.
The big blind is raised to $600.
I fold.
Oh, wow. I raise. I'm shaking.
The gentleman calls. The gentleman calls. The flop.
I check. I fold.
River. The gentleman wins $6,180. This player is out of money. Player has left the table. The gentleman calls. The flop.
I raise.
The river.
Check. I win.
The gentleman wins $3,712. The madam calls. Player checks. Player checks.
Raise.
I fold.
Look out for me.
I raise.
The flop.
Fold.
Oh, wow. Fold. I'm shaking.
The gentleman wins $4,730. The big blind is raised to The gentleman wins $5,513. This player is out of money. Player has left the table.
Fold.
The gentleman wins $1,200. The gentleman calls.
I check. I check.
River.
These are real skills.
The madam calls. The flop. Turn.
Fold.
The gentleman wins 2,000. The big blind is raised to $200.
Check. I check.
Turn. The gentleman wins 3,836. This player is out of money. Has left the table.